Welcome to the House of Justice, where truth is served, presented by YB Entertainment TV. My supporters are called the jury, and I am the judge and executioner, honey, and my rulings are absolute and final. Yes, God. I don't want to hear none of that shit. None of it. But this is a message for the kids. Even if your internet doesn't, we got you. Yes, God. Wow. Inhale and exhale, bitch. If your father. And we ask that you bring up a brain. If she only had a brain. If she only had a brain, amen, she could thank for her motherfucking self. Yeah, why the White House booming at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? Because, bitch, we is here, honey. Bitch, because we can't go to Bella Noche, so where can we go? Oh, Lord, I apologize. I just get so spirited when we trying to save these motherfuckers. What happened again? I'm a different breed, honey. Hello, God. I'm a queen of queens. I've been there and done that, bitch. Hello. All right, y'all. We're back. We are back, honey. Let the girls know we're here. Let the girls know we're here. Amen. Dun, 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 dun. 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 Actually, let me play something real quick for y'all on this video as well. Hold on. That's right, everyone. If I didn't say it in the previous video, I want to let you guys know the Yes God Roundtable Season 3 returns next Sunday, girl, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you can see, bitch, as you can see, we have added members to the panel. Hello, God. New members are Conscious TV. Hello, God. Tremel and Carl from the Corporate Mouth. Hello, God. So make sure you guys get into it. Next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a good season. We have a lot of things, coming for y'all. So make sure you guys get into it. Amen. Girl, the shit we do for love. Girl, my new, favorite show, girl. At least season 1. I'm still getting into season 2, girl. I'm sorry. I'm just not here for, I don't know. We're going to get into it. I wanted to wait for a couple more people to jump on in the room. But, girl, we're going to just go ahead and get into it. So, the shit we do for love, honey. Yes, God, honey. Shout out to Kevon Burns. Hello, God. For those that don't know Kevon Burns, he also created Chasing Reality, honey. Hello, God. With fellow, I believe with Andario and someone else. I don't know the whole backstory, girl. I would love to talk to these people and ask them what the whole tea is with that. But apparently they still fuck with each other pretty heavy. So, but the shit we do for love, I feel so stupid because I'm so late. Again, shout out to the Cats Meow because I was able to, get into it based on his reviews. So, season 1 to me was everything. But let's talk about a couple of the people in particular. Now, the first bitch on the list, okay, is Travis Ware. Travis, I love Travis. I really do. But sometimes I just feel like, girl, take it down a notch, girl. Just take it down a notch. Not everything has to be so combative. You remind me of someone I used to know. Chill the fuck out. It'll be okay, girl. It'll be okay. I do find it kind of weird that we're talking about the shit we do for love, but season one, there was no real dating. There was no real anything that Travis got involved in. But it wasn't until the conversation that D'Angelo was having with him that was like, girl, you may not have found, a lover, but you came here and you found a friend. So I guess that is also encompassed in, the shit we do for love. And so that's why I low key, if it wasn't for that argument, I probably would have been like, yeah, Travis really didn't serve too much of a purpose on the show because you weren't involved in what the premise of the show is about. But you did make friends. And let's be honest here, Travis kind of did liven up things. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the other girls weren't really funny. They weren't really kikiing and carrying like that. Travis really was the comedic relief, and I think that he was obviously did well enough to get a season 2 and to be casted on the Chasing Atlanta season 4 cast. Okay, so obviously he's providing something that the girls need, require, and desire. What's up, Soulful Dog? Hey, season 1 was good. Just wish Will would have stuck it out to them. And that's another thing too. Like Mr. Federal Employee, Mr. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 M's in my bank account. You got all these M's in your bank account, girl, but where were you? Like you didn't show up to the fucking the Little House on the Prairie field trip. You didn't show up to that, and you didn't show up to the reunion, girl. Like, and honestly, I don't even really see a purpose for Will either, to be honest with you. But anyway, I love the premise of the show, at least for the first season. It's different. And I think, again, like I said in some car conversation that I was talking about it, I live for it because it kind of like exposes the fact that the gays, more specifically the black gays, like we really don't know how to date, girl. We really don't know what it is to have proper dating etiquette. Like, how do we forge relationships? How do we go out? Who pays for what? What type of information do you divulge on a first date? Second date, third date. And I think we have to kind of like go on the white woman bag, the Carrie Bradshaw bag, and just say, take your time and work it slow, girl. If you really are trying to date and find someone to be a partner, you're going to have to take your time. I think one of the things that failed a lot in the show was the fact that girls were just rushing. They were just going straight for what they thought they knew, girl. And I think we have to root out the old ways of thinking, because I think dating and relationships, we kind of like emulate what we were around when we were growing up. So again, going back to that whole thought process that, children are sponges. So what you were around, you kind of emulate in your older life. So if dating to you was you watched your mom get bussed down on the first date by Trade Child or whatever, 9 times out of 10, you're going to think that's what it's about as well. But let's be honest, a lot of girls think that sex should be a part of the first date. I'm guilty. Because I'm not going to lie, girl, like if you don't have sufficient enough meat, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to know that on the first date because, girl, the ones who are good talkers and the ones those are the ones who ain't got no meat, girl. Like you're talking to a girl who likes to feast, honey, okay? Girl, I likes to feast, girl. And so I'm not going to lie, like I think it's, to me, that is to me, I don't want to fuck anyone else's experiences up, but to me, asking how big it is on the first date or wanting to see it is appropriate. Because before we go any further, before I really start liking you like that, I need to know. Hello, God, I need to know that your dick is worthy to be praised. Okay, honey. So I don't think that's wrong. But I do think that if you're fucking on the first date, it kind of sends the wrong message to. And of course, a guy is a guy. So you might have some, and I don't want to disrespect all men, but let's be honest here. Most of y'all low-key expect sex or head or a hand job or something nasty on the first date these days. And I think that that's just a response to how easy the pickings are. Because a lot of people are giving it up easily and willingly. Niggas don't even got to spend bread on you no more, girl. You done made it so easy for trade to just bust you wide open, girl. You done made it so easy. They don't have to put the work in anymore. That to me in itself is sad. It upsetted me and my homegirl. But that's but the shit we do for love, like no matter how I feel on that level, I do feel like it does open up the doorways to have those kinds of conversations. That way we can figure out what it is that we need to do to adjust our way of thinking when it comes to dating in the community. It's very important that we get that together, because I believe that's why there's such a rampant way of life when it comes to the Black gay male, the Black LGBT community. A lot of times too, that's why we're looked at as being so promiscuous. When we look at Ra and D'Angelo, there was a scene where they were talking about, when they first met, D'Angelo just kind of like jumped on top of Ra and was expecting sex or whatever. That to me is not wrong. There's also this fucked up notion that Atlanta is the city of filth and all things promiscuous. And unfortunately, Atlanta has done that to themselves. So when D'Angelo was speaking about like, girl, I just hear you out here in these Atlanta streets, and people were just trying to say, well, it's not just, it is everywhere, but mostly let's not act like the girls ain't moving to Atlanta because they've heard that's the land of the trade. That's the land of the free for all. Let's not act like that's not the mission for why a lot of the girls go there. Now, I will say that is damn near everywhere you go. But the intention behind a lot of these girls will lie and say, oh, girl, just know, y'all pack y'all bags, y'all little fucking suitcase and plastic bag, girl, got on the Greyhound and got y'all ass up there because you was told, you heard the stories, girl, that the queens are acceptable in thy sight and the trade is plentiful. And now y'all doing the same thing to Texas. Y'all are flooding Houston and Dallas, girl, like it's a motherfucker, girl. California, New York has already been ran through, girl. The girls ran through New York in the 90s, girl, in the early 2000s. Now they made their way down south. If Miami was the place to be, then the girl, it was too hot down here for some of these girls with these sweaty ass booty holes, bitch. You know what I'm saying? They had to go on. Girl, please. But let's talk about the show now. So the beautiful Ra, which I love Ra. That is my husband in my mind. But bitch, let's talk about him real quick too. You don't know what you want, girl. There were multiple scenes. There are multiple scenes where you're just going on. You said you'll fuck with a TS girl. You say that you don't fuck with people who are more feminine than you or some shit like that. And then you don't know what you want. And what kills me with you and D'Angelo's motherfucking ass is that both of y'all are definitely made for each other, right? But neither of you are ready to bear it all. Neither of you are ready to stand at the edge of the cliff and hold hands and realize that, girl, if we fall together, bitch. And see, you missed out on your man because y'all wasn't ready to put your shit to the side. Your egos, your fucking high ways of thinking, you won't put it to the side to just say, girl, like we're made for each other. But girl, D'Angelo, it's too late now, bitch, because we see in season 2 that our husband is with someone else. Huh. Girl. Child. Girl. Will came on too fucking strong in this season, and that's in the first season, girl. Like, girl, no guy. So I'm kind of glad that we didn't get to see him towards the end, because I just felt like that whole scene at the Little House on the Prairie, girl, when the girls went horseback riding and shit. I felt like when Quentin and Travis and Alante was going at it, girl, I felt like that situation would have been burnt up a little too fucking much, because Will is a fiery monster too, and I think he just would have added more fuel to that particular fire. And what was crazy is that Will and Travis kept going at it, but someone made a big point in the series and was like, girl, How the hell y'all hate each other, but y'all act just alike? I started seeing it, girl. I sure did. I started seeing it. Travis and Will kind of have the same personality in a lot of ways. And Will, let me just tell you this, baby. Like again, real people move in silence, honey. You have 6 figures or 4 figures, 5 figures in the bank account. Good for you. Good for you. But when y'all queens come out and y'all start talking like that, we already know that, girl, this 100,000 that you probably have sitting in there is really probably $1 and some change. We don't talk about money, girl. Don't talk about your coins, girl. Someone's yelling anyway. But girl, bill collectors will call you on a Sunday, girl. They have no fucking like couth about themselves at all. But what else, girl? So Alante and D'Angelo, that date scene was horrific. That was the scene that made me really, really think about the much needed dialogue that needs to take place in the community as it pertains to proper dating etiquette. Um, and the crazy thing is that I like Alante, and there are definite moments in this season that I really do live for him, like the one towards the end where him and that other boy, what was that boy's name? That was, girl, what's his name? What's the boy when they was at the park and Alante was like, "Oh, you're not my type," and then now we see his girl. First of all, why would you even throw him in towards the end? Like we have nothing to. And why are y'all really Damien? Thank you so much, Kat. Thank you so much. Like I just didn't see the reason for Damien, girl. Like honestly, I didn't, girl. I just did not see it for Damien. I just couldn't. But I was living for how Alante was getting his ass together. So Jeff, I'm with you on that. I could not stand Alante, especially when she got caught up in her messy fuck shit at the Little House on the Prairie trip, girl. Like, if it wasn't for Quentin busting through, girl, and handling business, and him and Travis having a real open conversation after the first blow up, bitch. Alante got called out on his misinformation and said, "You knew what you were doing, girl. You knew what you were doing, bitch." And you know how a hoe got caught up in their shit when they start jumping up and down, clapping hands, bitch, shut the fuck up type of shit. And can I also say this, D'Angelo, baby? I know that you are the weight of a toothpick, but there is nothing in me. Let me tell you something right now, girl. Let me tell you something right now. When you were being totally disrespected by the speck of dust that is an Alante at the Little House on the Prairie trip, you should have horse kicked the entire fuck out of his chest, girl, into that goddamn creek that nasty ass Malcolm was swimming in. I hope y'all check y'all dicks for leeches because y'all are just out here swimming in people's creeks, girl. You don't know what's in there, girl. You're crazy. Where's Dior when you need him? Because Dior would have been like, "No, girl, we're not swimming in filth water." But let's talk about Quentin and Malcolm real quick. First of all, I was loving Malcolm all up and through the beginning, then the middle of this season, girl. If we could just have a between Malcolm and Ra Ra, I would have had my perfect man. But thank God, hallelujah, thank God that he was able to be exposed for the raggedy, narcissistic, manipulative bitch that he is. Malcolm, you should be ashamed of yourself. You flat out disrespected the entire fuck out of Quentin, bitch. And then, girl, what kills me though is that the child said when Malcolm said celibate for 200 days. Girl, Malcolm said, "Girl, I've been celibate for 200 days." And then you go ahead and get in your motherfucking bag of feelings, bitch, at the goddamn hotel party that Travis was hosting. They had one bag of chips in it, hello God, and some dip, girl, from that little vegetable plate. No, nobody want no vegetable plate. We're all bottoms here, girl. Someone's getting fucked tonight. Fuck all this fiber, girl. Where's the bread? Where's the bread? Honey, Malcolm got in his bag of feelings when Rob told his ex, and Rob, I don't think Rob was being messy, but I think Rob was just over the bullshit. Like, girl, we just kissed. Because mind you, at this point, Malcolm and D'Angelo were so-called dating, girl. And and D'Angelo, girl, you be lying to, girl. You just don't be telling it. You just don't try to put yourself on front. I don't really call it lying, but you're not forthcoming either. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I believe what he was saying. Like, y'all are just dating, so it's not like I really have to tell you what's going on. But anyway, child, Malcolm got in his feelings, girl. Got in his feelings, girl. When Robert was like, yeah, D'Angelo, you just kissed me in the car not too long ago, girl. And then Malcolm got in his fucking feelings and tried to act all proper about the situation. But meanwhile, you're mad at him and you done told the girls that you've been celibate for 200 days, bitch. But you take old non-car having ass Quentin home and then you fuck the life out of his ass. Y'all taking showers together. You're spending nights at his house. Nights in Redente. Yes, God, honey. Making breakfast for one another. Like, this is a real thing, girl. Even if the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. So put your pretty little hands in mine. Quentin thought he had a bad girl. Quentin, girl, niggas ain't shit, bitch. When Quentin read his motherfucking ass down to the Little House on the Prairie trip, girl, I was here for it. He read him the riot act, bitch. And that's what the fuck I was here for, girl. Quentin was not playing with that bitch. And I was getting so upset because, first of all, bitch, you didn't think Quentin was going to come down to the Little House on the Prairie trip, girl. And Quentin showed up and showed out on y'all motherfucking ass, girl. He put the girls in their place, honey. And I was here for it, bitch. So Jeff, iconic. Hello, God. Malcolm's fashions are tired. Love the comments, though. And then he killed me. I don't feel like I owe you an apology, bitch, because your ego won't allow you. Your narcissism won't allow you. See, admitting fault, you can't allow that to happen because it takes away the power you thought you had. Fuck, nigga. How about that? Soulful Doll, honey, they hinted to the fact that they made love in the club, girl. Well, not in the club, in the shower. You only making breakfast, bitches only spending the night when they done busted the guts open, child. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. And that's why Quentin deserved to be as mad as he was, because girl, you done laid up in this pristine pussy, girl. You done laid up in the Chanel cooch, girl. I done gave you my lady parts, girl. Hello, God. And only in the shower is real love being made, girl. Ooh, girl. They probably had Maxwell playing. And then to hear that you've been slaying the girls. She's poor. She's broke. She has no money. She doesn't work. She has no car. She doesn't pay for dates. None of that shit, bitch. Girl, you laid that woman out, honey, and you were still beating those guts in. So hell yes, Miss Quentin deserved to lay your motherfucking ass out on the cross, bitch. And if you try to rise 3 days later, we gonna smite your motherfucking ass down back to that cross, pussy ass nigga. Oh, he tried to play Quentin and D'Angelo against each other, girl. He tried to play a lot of the girls get, bitch, you are. And then why these types of men are so fucking dangerous is they're so calm, like Kat mentioned earlier. He's so calm and calculated. And you come onto the show, the shit we do for love, because you're looking for love. You're looking for a partner. You're looking for someone to date, to become yours, honey. And then we just find out you're just here to be a player, honey. You're just here to sow your wild oats, girl. You're trying to plant the fields, girl. Wow. So just like a Derek Jackson girl, you niggas ain't shit. You niggas ain't shit. Explains why him and Travis are friends. Child, I mean, girl, you can't play a Leo and get away with it. Both Quentin and D'Angelo is. And you know the thing about D'Angelo is he needs to calm down before he starts speaking because he starts to fall over himself, girl. And we understand that, girl. You have a speech impediment. That's fine. But girl, you should have whooped Alonte's ass. Let's be honest here. Anybody would have disrespected y'all the way that Alonte disrespected fucking D'Angelo. That it would have been a murder scene. Girl, we would have cleaned that entire Little House on the Prairie with your motherfucking face, bitch. Hello, God. Right, and Quentin pumped to D'Angelo's house and shared all the tea. And I'm glad that the girls were able to get together and have these conversations to expose the bullshit that is of a Malcolm. You should be ashamed of yourself, Malcolm. You dirty, dirty dog. And you know what? Since they Lana Del Rey. Yeah, so Jeff, it took me out to find out. August Allen, hello, welcome to the channel. How are you? Malcolm tried to maintain his good guy image. He tried, but he was exposed, girl. He was exposed. And then the main problem that you said that you had with him, it's a non-negotiable. Like, bitch, who died and made you king shit? It's non-negotiable. You smoke weed. Girl, please. Please. I'll take a weed smoker any day over a fucking manipulative, narcissistic bastard like yourself. You've been celibate for fucking 200 days. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Girl, you lost the power over D'Angelo. That's why you were really mad. You want someone that you can govern, girl. That's what you want, girl. You want someone that you can control. And once Ra said that the girls kissed, you realized at that point you don't have control over your hoe like you thought you did. So you found it necessary. You know, this bitch ain't got no car. So I'm going to use it as an excuse to give this bitch a ride home. And we're going to get our shit together. I'm going to fuck this girl. Meanwhile, you were still talking to D'Angelo at the time. Hello. There was a lot of transparent moments in this series. That's what I loved about it. They weren't cutting corners on, you know, like we talked about with Chasing LA, where they take your shit out of context. It was very transparent, and you were able to connect the dots. You didn't have to ask too many questions because the show put it all on Front Street for the viewer. I couldn't stand the reunion. I just felt like, girl, please. It was 2 parts and it was long as hell. And I just felt like, girl, I don't really need to watch the reunion because it's just a regurgitation of the series. And like I said before, I felt like they did a perfect job of explaining everything throughout the season. So I didn't need to really watch the reunion, to be real with you. I did feel like it was a beautiful setting. They really did their thing. It was cute. Travis Ware, girl, come to the carpet real quick, girl. We got to talk about this makeup because now that we've seen, it's not the lighting. And I always used to fight and say it had to be the lighting. It had to be the lighting in Chasing Atlanta. But we see that you be overpainting, girl. You do this a lot. You overpaint. It's no tea, girl. You need to do better. You need someone to be honest with you and tell you that. D'Angelo was on fire at the reunion. I saw little bits of it, but then when I realized that, girl, I really don't need to watch this anymore. You know, the girls are standing up for themselves. Again, I don't understand why Damien was even at the reunion. I don't even understand why they brought him in. Damien serves no kind of truth and justice for me. He serves no point. I really wasn't feeling his energy when he came in and Delonte had to gather his ass real quick. You know, girl, please. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? Girl. But honestly, like I see a lot of these girls just being friends, and none of them really fit for each other. To be honest, and I see that in season two, it's more of not the same premise as the first season. I'm noticing that we have friends, and some of them have relationships outside of the group now, and we see Ra Ra with his fine ass nigga James. We see Travis. You say that the man ain't rented, and maybe he's not, but I think he's a good Judy who you had, because just based on the little bit that I've seen, girl, that man don't even know you. Y'all stopped and looked at each other crazy because that man couldn't remember the actual date of your birthday. Y'all tried to scurry behind that. Am I wrong, Cat? Am I wrong, y'all? Because it seemed like that's why they were looking at each other stupid at that damn picnic table, eating ice cream or whatever that was. I felt like the reason they stopped and had the crickets going in the background was because that boy knew good and goddamn well he didn't know what day your birthday was. So y'all tried to gloss it over by saying, well, talking about other things, trying to escape that. Nah, bitch, I can read through the lines, girl. Talking about we've been good friends or whatever since this and that third, girl. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. But hey, whatever. That's your truth, honey. It's just, and I've seen that he's gotten mad at people, i.e. the cat's meow, for coming at his situation like that. But I'm gonna be real, like, girl, this is what we're seeing, girl. This the energy that is giving that y'all really ain't intimate like that. Girl, please. But season one overall, I really did enjoy it. So we talked about D'Angelo, we talked about Alante, we talked about Malcolm, we talked about Will. Who else? Ra Ra. Was there someone else? And I don't really want to include Damon because you serve no purpose, girl. I don't even know why they put him on season two, girl. Like just something ain't right there with Damien for me. I don't know. Maybe I need to give it more time, but bitch, I just don't see it for the girl. Um, but I am happy that Ra's in a relationship. What's up, Dre Simper? How you doing? Thank you. Travis tried to argue me down that he was that man's boyfriend, but everyone can tell. I mean, cause it's written all over their face. I mean, we can tell, girl. There was no energy there. The energy that I felt like was being served was like, girl, we just met on Jacked. We're eating ice cream, so I know no one's getting fucked tonight. So that's where I felt like the disappointment was. You know what I'm saying? You like Damien? I don't know. Uh, I'm just like, mm-mm. And I love Rah Rah Tiffany, but there is one thing I have to say about him too. Like, girl, you need to figure out what the fuck it is that you want. Again, I'm going off based off season one. And in that season, like I just felt like he was everywhere. Um, but it's my man. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know. I thought he did move to Atlanta. Hey y'all, Travis need to go and move to Atlanta, girl who commutes to do two free ass E2 shows. I thought he did. Didn't he say he was having a house built in the season one of the shit we do for love? This new season is good, but it feels less real. I'm getting that. I just feel like, the first time around, things are so organic and natural and they just fit right. You might get one of those every blue moon moments where something just fits perfectly. And I think season one did so well that keep that premise. I would love the premise of the dating circle. Now season 2 is coming off very Chasing Atlanta, very web series, very web reality TV vibe. You know what I'm saying? We have yet to see them kiss or hug like a couple. Plus, they live states apart and only see each other in Atlanta, which is where filming happens. I mean, yeah, it's serving very Oliver Twist and that other boy, the little fraudulent bitch that was doing PPP loans, allegedly. Let me not put that on him. I just said that. Remember in Chasing Atlanta, season 4 girl, the little boy who was trying to play Q and Oliver and trying to get into Chasing Reality Girl? He was hiring chefs at these Airbnbs, and he was trying to become somebody's husband and wife. Girl, very fraud, very girl. Anything to get in on the storyline to say y'all got somebody. His house was built in Charleston, South Carolina. I mean, okay, you got a house in South Carolina. Why don't we go ahead and just bring, a reality series up to the Carolinas, girl? Why not? It came out that he doesn't live in Atlanta. He communicates in South Carolina. Who's the gorgeous brown skin dude with the beard? Don't know his name. Who? We talking about that might be D'Angelo. I don't trust any plus size man who doesn't provide food at his parties. Girl, he ain't got no house here. You know what, Drison? I wanted to say that too, like on some multiple occasions. So we see in the season 1 at the Little House on the not Little House on the Prairie, but at the hotel party that you had, the gathering, because you kept saying that your house was being built. But your house is in South Carolina. So even if your house was built, y'all wouldn't have been able to go there anyway because this show is being filmed in Atlanta. So, girl, it's the fuckery, fakery, and fraudulence for me, girl. You don't have to lie to kick it, baby. You do not have to lie to kick it, girl. You really don't. You really don't. But you had that one bag of Lay's chips, and then you had, I'm guessing people slowly brought in stuff because when we first got there, it was empty. There was nothing there. There was no hors d'oeuvres. There was no food. There was no drinks. I didn't even see a red Solo cup, bitch. And it just kills me because I know the girls are out here selling stamps. I know the girls are out here selling stamps. You could have easily went to Kroger, girl, or Publix. You could have got a chicken tender platter, girl. Ooh. With mild buffalo sauce. Glory. Yes, you can. You could have did anything, girl. You could have ordered some pizza, girl. Here we are again when I was reading you for filth for Chasing Atlanta season 4 when Cameron, poor child, brought the gas station chips, girl. That's not even enough to feed people at a party. One bag of chips, one small platter. Where are the wings, girl? Where are the pizza? Where is the chicken? Where is the fucking platters, girl? You could easily have went to Sam's, girl, or Costco's and gotten like a cute little something for like less than $100 to feed all the girls. It just killed me. Yes, Tiffany, the cold cup sandwich platters, something. They're easy. Child, these chasing girls so grand, but have parties at Airbnbs, apartment community clubhouses, and dog parks. Yes, girl. Hold on, girl. The reason I have went into this laughing moment is because I'm replaying every web series that I've been seeing in my mind, right? And Dre Simber is right, girl. It's a dog park, a park, Airbnbs, definitely the apartment clubhouse. Like, girl, and I don't know if you can like rent those out privately. I think you can, but like I doubt they're really doing that. So like, how do you stop a guest that also lives there from coming in? You know, as we saw in season 2 of Chasing Dallas when Markel and the girls were throwing chairs at each other. You know, at George's weenie roast. So it's just like you had guests there who are now purview to your fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, wow. Oh Lord. You ain't wrong though, girl. Chasing the Dallas hoes just did one in a hotel suite, but y'all so grand. Is that the scene that they made public when they had the sleepover? That was serving Holiday Inn Express teas. Jason, are you crazy, child? mm. Oliver had a season premiere at a beauty salon. Like, girl, we make it. If it's an apartment clubhouse, you can reserve it. Oh, child. Oh, a day of mess. I'm here for it. mm. Because I'm just playing it over in my head, like, girl, he's not wrong, girl. He's definitely not wrong, girl. It's that's the truth. But you know what? I will say, it's not as if, we have budgets like Bravo or, VH1 or BT or, Oxygen. We don't have those big budgets. So I understand, like, when I heard that G Status was, utilizing AirPods, with like most of the girls actually do use AirPods to record the cast in their scenes, and they lie. No, I'm not going to say lie. They hustle their way into venues a lot of times by saying that it's like a graduation. We're doing this for a graduation, or we're doing this for some type of retirement party or some shit. And a lot of times these venues will go ahead and do them for free, you know, kind of shit. So I've heard, the different techniques utilized to get venues and things of that nature. He said Markel and Trey Howard just had an event in a hotel suite. Didn't want to talk ish, girl. I left. I mean, you have to you have to understand too that, like, I get it, we're balling on a budget here. So let's try to create 20 when we know we only have 5. So I get it. And hopefully with all of the stylist power and all of the experience that a lot of these other girls should have by now, they can dress, you can make a dollar look like $1,000,000 if you really put your best foot forward. So hopefully they're dressing up, because Chasing Reality brand has an issue. Like, you have all these stylists, but a lot of times your reunion sets look a little lackluster. You can't utilize these people to come. Like, Premiere is a whole interior designer, girl. You can go ahead and offer him some free promotion, girl, to set y'all up a cute, little 1-2 for your reunion sets. The girl, Ja told them we was having. Oh, speaking of G Status, girl. So did y'all catch that they mistakenly made? They had like their movie, I guess they planned on bringing out, because they couldn't get the cast together to shoot green screens for the final episodes, and we know that reunion went to shit, child. So did y'all see the tea, honey? Shout out to T Spiller, because he had the tea, girl, that G Status mistakenly made public their movie, and then they made it private again. So I wonder if, we're going to get that. Nah, girl, KL leaked it. Ooh, child. My thing is this. Let's keep it real. Now, full level of transparency, I had reached out to some of the G status girls, and I was like, well, for closure for the people, would you guys mind, coming on and doing some type of unofficial reunion kind of conversation? Some of the girls hit me back, like our guy, Sherrod, obviously. Shout out to Ike. But they're under the impression that, from what's being told to them, that Ja was turning the last few episodes into a movie. And I guess after the movie, he was going to show the reunion and also be promoting another show that he's working on. So I decided to go ahead and back out of what I was doing because I was like, okay, well, maybe they have something figured out. But it makes me think about this as well. Ja, like, you're in the world of providing a service. So therefore, we as viewers are customers in a way. So you have to provide a certain level of professionalism when it comes to providing customer service. Okay. And how you do that is you don't have to be completely transparent, but you do have to communicate with your viewing audience and your supporters, especially the ones that pay y'all, i.e., that botched ass reunion that some people that I know that attended paid good money for, and they got nothing in return. So you have these loyal followers, subscribers, supporters, things of that nature, people that really want to see you win, but nowhere throughout this entire process, no matter how shit it was, you should have kept the girls updated. Because when you come out with future projects, you're going to want people to support you. How are you going to ask for support when you don't even let the girls know what's happening? You just stop the show. It's very unprofessional, girl. Very unprofessional. You know what you're getting into, girl, when you got these shows going on, all that mess and shit. You already know what the tea is. So anything that you try to promote after, of course the girls will be tuned in. Let's not act like we're not going to be tuned in to G Status's movie and this horrible ass reunion. Let's not act like we're not going to be tuned in. We are going to be tuned in because, bitch, it's still a mystery. And we all love mysteries. Okay? Even the unsolved ones, girl. Okay? So we're going to be watching. But but then you'll want to come back and promote another show later. Don't think that you're going to get our support. Because nowhere in this process have you been forthcoming. Have you even did a live on Instagram and you tried to lie to the girls and say, and I call it a lie because you are a so-called famed editor, producer, showrunner. You have the most crispy, clean fucking web series out, right? You went on Instagram and told the girls, well, I can't go live on YouTube because I just don't know how that works. And you wanted to explain all that fuck shit that happened with Delicious and, why, you released these scenes and things of that nature. You were getting a lot of fucking backlash for that particular, couple of episodes of, G Status. And you went live on Instagram and then totally classic redirection, classic, manipulation. You had all your cast come on and talked about anything but what the mission, what the original mission was to come on live for. That's the only time. So, girl, we're gonna need you to do better. And that's true, Dre Simmer. Everyone has moved on. Child, Ike wrote me a 1,000-page letter. Shout out to Ike. I love me some Ike, and he kept it 100 about the situation. Some of these girls are so far removed. This shit happened a long time ago, girl. A long time ago. So really, at this point, it would just be stupid, really. You should just stay gone, to be honest. Yes, we may tune in, but you might as well just stay gone because we're not going to go back and watch these episodes again. So many web series have came out. So many other shows have came out that got our attention right now. We're not going to be invested to go back and play catch up on the bullshit. Urban have moved on, but they really do need to just drop the episodes. I don't know what's going on, but peep this child. Did you see that the Come Up Atlanta season 3 entire season was stolen? And let's talk about that real quick as well. I saw that, right? And I said, wow, that's kind of crazy. Why do I think it's all a lie? Because let's be honest here, the Come Up, whoever runs that over there, they always give a subpar season, a half-ass season. They never finish. And I wonder, it's kind of crazy how you're in the midst of filming, from what I'm hearing is a really dramatic season, and all of a sudden you lose your footage. Someone breaks in, out of everyone's car, someone breaks into your car, girl, in your trunk, and steals all of your camera footage, all of your camera equipment, all of that shit. So if you ask me, it's just a ploy to postpone the fact that he don't really plan on doing too much with the season. Because history shows that this particular creator never truly finishes what he starts. You know, do you think chasing season 4 would have been the big deal had G Status been consistent his season? I asked this question last night on live. Well, Chasing Reality has a very loyal following, so even if they were on at the same time, I think Chasing Reality would still kind of dominate in their own right. Let's just be honest about that. But G Status, if they stayed consistent like they were supposed to, there was a lot of hype for G Status for this season, especially since a year and a half ago you dropped the trailer for the show that was supposed to premiere that year. And then it took a whole nother year because, come to find out, people who were casted before dropped out of the show or were, given their walking papers. And so he had to film an entire new season, because those people were no longer there. But I think once we realized that a lot of this stuff was old news, I would have scrapped the season. Because if you can't keep it current or within a year, people don't give a fuck. K-Ron need to do better. This is his second time getting robbed. This is why you don't mingle with Cass, girl. He got set up, is what I think. Scott said he quit on live last night. I'm like, girl, y'all whole show gone. And then my thing about Sky Valentine, love him down. Y'all know I love him. But I just feel like at this point, you don't need to be a cast member on anybody's show. You need to have your own show. Sky has a wonderful support system of people who really, he's well connected. He is so humble in his nature. People will literally put the red carpet out for him. So I feel like he needs to get with some producers. Maybe he needs to get with Gardini. Maybe he needs to get with some other people who have some experiences and put together your own show. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a Come Up or a Chasing or whatever, or a G Status. I would just love to see you and a couple of friends just living your best life. Sky has a lot of potential in this and a lot of experience in this realm. So I'm tired of seeing him, particularly as a cast member on anybody's show. I was here for it. It was going to almost make me watch the show because of him. But then I keep thinking, like, girl, like I'm tired of seeing him as a cast member. It's time for Sky Valentine to have his own show. Let's sign the petition, girl. How about that? Yeah, Tiffany, they did have potential. They really did, but they squandered that. An episode a year is not cutting it, bitch. It's show the hell ain't. I mean, I do agree with that, Joshua. He is a little bit too old to, that's what I'm saying. I think he's outgrown that whole thing with the girls. Like, he's Andy Cohen to the bullshit. We don't even need you as a cast member. Maybe you can host some of the reunions. I would love to see that. Something maybe on that level. I would love to see you do something on that. But or create, direct. You know, be a showrunner of your own or a cast member in your own show. Sky and Friends. You know, something like that. Honey, I was asked to join this season. I was like, girl, I'm good. That's just not my speed. I'm starting my own show after Chasing Dallas season 3. Oh, okay, that's what's up. And again, like it's hard to want to commit to something when they're not even committed to themselves. Can we just be honest? Like this man, I have been asked to review these shows for the come up, and I'm just like, I can't because you don't finish a product. And honestly, like from the come up New York, when I saw that last season that they had, like, girl, it was just like, what? No, girl, it wasn't serving in the come up Miami. Once I saw the boy with the loose draws as a stripper, those 3-day old draws that done lost its elasticity, girl. Once I saw that, I was done with the come up Miami. And I think that was episode 1 or 2 or whatever, where the boy with every tattoo known to man was printed on this child's body, and he was a stripper, and you had on 3-day old motherfucking draws, girl. First of all, who strips in boxers and Hanes, girl? Like, seriously. Did you see how he laid Sherrod to rest? Who? Oh yeah, and Devon did move back to Florida. Like the We TV girls, I just couldn't do it. Okay. Looks double bad because he was EP for both Fashioneers, and Fashioneers was just too long. I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't do it, girl. Child, you see real hot, real who? Dre Simber, you want to come on the live real quick? Spill the tea, girl. Spill the tea. Shit. Because I'm getting tired now. Whew. Do your thing, baby. She's laid up, honey. Yes. Puriana to the Purier. Puriana to the Purier. Well, if anybody else wants to come here just to say hi, I'm going to be getting off of here soon. If y'all want to just pop up real quick, I put the link in the chat. I'll be getting off of here in maybe about 10 minutes. Joshua, I have nothing for them. Nothing whatsoever. Not the cast, the brand. I have nothing for them. Got one cigarette left. Okay. Yes. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry, girl. Anything else I want to talk about? Hmm. That's kind of it. Shit We Do for Love was good. I have to retitle this girl because it just wasn't all about them, I guess. But I'm definitely getting to season two. Season one blew my mind. I was here for it. Um, Chasing LA is still going. Um, what episode five should be coming out this week, right? For Chasing LA. I just hope that we get into the bag of what the girls are doing. That's all. What are we chasing here? Because we've seen, but we're only episode five. I don't know how many episodes are slated for this season, but hopefully we dive into more of what the people are doing. What was Will's re-edge? You know what? I wonder why that was such a problem. I do wonder. He was in the army and he's a federal employee. So I take it he's probably over 30. Maybe that's why he's scared because you know what they say in the gay community, girl. If you're 30, you're considered a dinosaur. So maybe that's what he was afraid of. Because Alante looked young. Alante, I didn't even realize he was 30 at the time. So he's probably like 31, 32 now. So he looked young. So maybe he felt like he had to, I don't know, girl. Bitch, be real. Be honest. That's what people gravitate towards. If you're going on a date, that's a question people are going to ask you. How old are you? What do you do for a living? What do you like to do for fun? You know? I do think he would have fucked Travis though. I think that's what a lot of times that early tension is because like, bitch, I will fuck your loudmouth ass. And you low key heard what Will said too, honey. He was like, you need someone to put you in your place. And Will looks like one of those boys who tries to do too much in the bedroom, girl. Girl, please. He was in the army, so he might have a flashback of war on your pussy, girl. Who knows? I think people hard on chasing LA because of Imani. People go off everything she say like followers, but honestly, chasing LA is just as bad as ATL in Dallas. I mean, I think the reason let me speak for myself. When you have something so new, bust out with the work. Bust out with everything you can that because again, you have history in knowing how these shows go. This is the third franchise of the brand. So let's not act like we're new to this. Let's stay true to this and let's elevate the platform. So I feel like the reason why, I give LA a little bit of hell is because like off the rip, it's just too controversial, especially as we're, transphobic slurs and all of these, what's the word I'm looking for, girl? That's how I know I'm tired. Um, I'm talking about, child. Anyway, but it's just it's a lot so much with so many new people that we've yet to really get a chance to know like that. So I think people are just kind of over it because it's like, okay, girl, we just saw this with Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Dallas. We just saw this stuff. So your formula is nothing new. And out the gate, we're coming with the bullshit. And we have seasoned girls. These girls ain't no young spring chickens. They're seasoned in their chosen fields, in life, in age, in experience, all that shit. So you kind of expect a little bit more, right? At least that's how I look at it. Okay, Soulful Dog, in that scene when Travis and Will were getting into the space girl and motherfucking they were pushing each other and then Will tried his hardest, girl. He tried. Weren't you the one that tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? No, no, not I. Girl, he tried his best to survive, girl. He could not push that big force of a man child. I will find a way to. Yeah. He tried, girl, but he was not. Travis said, girl, get these powder puffs away from me, girl. And my thing is this. That's how you know it's bullshit. Y'all a bunch of pussy ass motherfuckers. Because if a bitch violates the 6 feet rule, I am knocking you the fuck out, bitch. I am laying you the fuck out. And why the girls gotta talk with their hands in their face? Bitch, I will break your fingers, bitch. And I will drag you, bitch. And beat you in the middle of the street, girl. I hate people that do all of this, like, talking in your face, and you're in my fucking shit, bitch. Like, you're in my spiritual fucking place, girl. Don't fucking come up to me like that. That's too close, girl. Give me 6 feet, bitch. 6 motherfucking feet, please. Girl, I really am losing weight. Okay. Girl, yes, girl. I am. I'm starting to see it now. Yes, girl. I'm going to the gym tonight too, girl. And again, guys, my apologies. Those lives are canceled today. Again, we rescheduled for next weekend. Totally forgot that it was Mother's Day. So please make sure you guys are hitting those reminders so that you can join myself and Conscious TV this Saturday coming up. And The Outsiders, which is It's Me, D, and Foy the Artist on Sunday. Amen. And the return of the Yes God Roundtable. Amen. Next Sunday at 8 p.m. The cast members are redundant and childish with the contrived drama. Okay. They act like high schools. They sure do. What's up, D? How you doing, D Cephas? Been a while. They all trying to be Nene. Yes. Bitch, when Noelle threw that cup on Travis, I don't know what spirit would have jumped out of me. But who threw a cup at Travis? Is this season 2? I haven't really gotten into season 2 too much. I left off, when Travis was at his party that Malcolm's old sorry ass did for him. Which, let me say this though. How the fuck is someone else gonna plan your party and do a better job than any party that you ever planned? Bitch, he had food, he had drinks, he had people. He had it live in that motherfucker. But Travis, when you throw stuff, there's no food for the girls. There's no beverages. There's not a cupcake in sight. You keep talking about all this food you like to eat, but you never bring any. Girl, bye. But yeah, that's the last thing. Him and some friend, Timmy, and the other boy, like, getting him into a bunch of shit. And I'm here for Rob Rossi. Bitch, you're my friend. I'm here for my friend. Bitch, my friend, this is my friend's party, girl. You bitches, I don't even know you bitches like that. Girl, you're fucking up the vibes, girl. And first and foremost, like, what I hate about shows, and it's not just these shows, there's a lot of mainstream shows that do it too. You're at somebody's party, girl. This is not the time or the place to air out your fucking drama, bitch. Travis did too much by even playing in. D'Angelo, y'all pulling people out into the hallways and talking to them about bullshit. No, girl. We can film that in another scene, but bitch, today is my birthday, bitch. So I was here for Rob when he slammed the door in those bitches' faces. Goodbye, girl. But now, Travis, you did try to put on when you got into the public, girl. When you got out to the crowd, girl, you could have had the same energy when Mr. whatever his name was, trying to serve you some type of whatever his truth and justice is, girl. And that trench coat, can we talk about the trench coat? Like, you're right, Jeff. Like, girl, please. You had this trench coat on for years, girl. And I swear there was like a dirt stain on it. And I'm not talking shit. I'm talking about what I observed. What I observed was a stain. It was like, you know how you drag a coat on the floor, or maybe some of your beard eyeliner, whatever got on it, girl. and you just forgot that it was there. Girl, like, and the only reason I'm with him is because as a big person myself, especially when I was much bigger, I used to wear jackets all the time, even in the summer, bitch. So I kind of understand probably why, he's wearing a jacket. But girl, you know, that was the same trench coat, girl. Oh, I'm only on episode 1. Okay, I didn't. Okay, so yeah, that's why I did leave off at though. You know, and I see that too. Like the girls be jumping into stuff that has nothing to do with them. Like, why are you out here caping for situations that don't even need require desire your input, girl? And then you want to know why you're getting your ass cussed the fuck out, bitch. What's up, MVN? How you doing, baby? Malcolm. And then, like, yeah, Jeff, thank you for reminding me. What is the tea? Y'all acted like y'all didn't want to tell us what was going on. So what happened between Malcolm and the Timmy boy? What happened between them that was so, taboo that we couldn't even talk about, girl? See, that's the shit I'm talking about with these shows. Like, girl, you gotta let it. If we're gonna talk about this big thing on why the girls are carrying, put it all out there, girl. You might as well. I want him to unbutton them shirts. Like, girl, he look like he's choking. And now I will say this: on season 2 of the Shit We Do for Love, he does look like he's losing weight, though. I will give him that. But and two, like I think the big boys, we kind of deflect. Like we'll pick on ourselves before we allow anybody else to pick on us. So I think a lot of his like food jokes and his fat jokes and stuff like that just comes from a place of him just trying to deflect, how he probably really feels about himself. Let's just be real here. And Lord knows I do it sometimes to myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I love Travis. This is not a hate Travis. I do love Travis. I think Travis has a lot of personality. He's great, but you're not absolved. You also add to the fuck shit. So we're gonna talk about it. Amen. Okay. Travis loves a tight button up. I wanted the T too. Yeah, I need the T, girl. I need explanations on what was so big. And obviously it can't be that big if Malcolm and the boy can be in the same space with one another. And let's be honest here, like anything done to Malcolm is his own fucking karma for how the fuck he treated poor Quentin and D'Angelo that last motherfucking season, girl. Let's be real here. Does anyone know what Timmy does for a living? I am already 4 episodes in and I have no idea. Is Timmy the other friend, the one who just came in? He looks a little alien-esque a little bit. He's cute, but he just looks like I don't know. He just looks like an alien girl. I don't know. But I'm still on episode 1, I guess. So I don't know. I kind of stopped, once I realized that Ra was in a relationship, I just lost interest. Once I realized my baby daddy is cheating on me, girl, I was like, oh, damn, Ra, why you gotta do me like that so publicly too, honey? Timmy from season 2. Oh, okay. What does any of them do for a living? I mean, it wasn't. I mean, the thing about it is though, like, this isn't chasing, so I don't think it really applies that, like I guess I don't want to go too hard on people because we're not claiming to be something, So if the girls work at Kroger or Publix or Walmart or post office or a federal building or, depending, it doesn't really do nothing for me because they're not trying to tell us that, girl, we're out here chasing dreams and we're out here, booking events and things like that. So that really doesn't too much matter for me when it comes to this particular show. I'm watching season 2 right now. I'm done with season 1. I'm on. I just finished episode 1, I believe. I just told the girls I ended up on the last part at Travis's birthday party. So I'm very behind. Rara and D'Angelo need to speak English. I think just D'Angelo speaks too fast sometimes, and because he may have a speech impediment, I think he just kind of fumbles over his words a little bit. I think they told what they did for a living season one. But D'Angelo always looks crisp and clean. Rob always looks crisp and clean. I will say this though, the shit we do, Philip, has some very well put together men, and I am definitely here for it. You know, even though we talk shit about Malcolm's oh sorry fucking ass bitch. He's a teacher. He's heavily involved in the community, and you know these guys are doing their thing, girl. So I'm not gonna, hey, Ra's out here doing the web series game and being booked and busy, and and I don't really watch those particular shows, but I have seen them on my timelines and things of that nature. So I know that my man is always busy. That's why he can't make time for me anymore. That's why he had to move James in, girl, because I couldn't do it. I live in Florida, girl. Child, so Jeff, you keep going up for Damien. I guess I'll have to watch more to see if I gravitate towards Damien, but just based on that little leftovers that they gave us from season one and the little bit that I've seen in season, I just was like, girl, I feel like they try to force him on us. This is how I feel right now. Hopefully my thoughts change, but I just wasn't here for Damien too much. These girls are chasing hobbies. One bitch worked at McDonald's but was a celeb assistant. Girl, come on. Girl, the celeb assistant job should have paid good enough. But they do claim to be boss and above folks, so what they do does kind of apply. Okay, season one is, from what I'm gathering, is extremely different than season two. You feel me? Because when I got season one, I thought of like a dating show. The cast is gonna basically go on a musical chairs of dating each other to find out. That's how I took it. Like Kevon was playing matchmaker. Like he was hiring people and bringing people onto the cast that he could float around a circle to see if these people would mesh well together. But it seems like season two is becoming more of a chasing kind of aesthetic. So you're right. Maybe it does apply definitely for this season. But for the first season, I really didn't see it needing to apply. But again, like I will admit, I'm noticing that the premise has definitely changed. Orlando's in the building. All right now. Glad Tyvon spoke up for himself. See, I need to see y'all talking about things I don't know yet. I know that it's my fault. I'm late, girl. Damien is also on John K.O. new show that hasn't seen the light of day yet. I mean, even if it does see the light of day, I wonder if people are going to even support the brand. I mean, I just don't. I just don't see it I'm sorry, girl. Like, I just don't. I'm not ever gonna waste my time on any show ever again that doesn't even waste their time on themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving credence to no bitches no more. I'm gonna really sit back in the cut before I start really bigging up these shows, girl. I've learned my lesson. He has more of a presence on season two. I'll give it a look. I'll definitely give it a look. Because I don't want to throw the girls out, and I haven't had a chance to really get to know them yet on the show. They still go on date season two, but because there are established friendships now, it's more drama focused. And that's the thing, though. Like, in order to keep me, like, okay, let's say at the end of season one, and the mission was to get people together. If you didn't successfully get a relationship, sign up for season two. But if you did, then you need to get your walking papers. We appreciate you. You're not fired. You just completed the task for this season. I would like to continue that premise in rotation, and we can get a new cast every so often. Whoever doesn't find love, maybe you can apply for the next season. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. Me. Because there's too much other drama out here. Girl, I could watch any other web series and get that. But what drew me to this web series was that premise. So, if that's what's really going on in season two, then I may not be all that here for it then, because I can get that drama from anybody else. Yeah, Danny is the one with the dreads who likes to double his socks and then fold them over his retro filas. Hmm. Quentin said, "No, God, girl." Quentin said, "Y'all bitches ain't y'all ain't gonna do me like that again." That shit that Malcolm pulled was bullshit. If I was Kevon, I definitely probably would have reprimanded Malcolm because that was some fuck shit. I'm literally still stuck on the fact that come up Atlanta season 3. Like I said, I think that's lies. I'm just gonna be real. I really like this show. It keeps me entertained. Not doubled, not double his size. Yeah. The premise is why season 1 will always have my heart. Yeah. So if that's what you're telling me, so Jeff, and you're way ahead in season 2 than I am, then that shows the difference between the two. And that's probably why I probably won't be here for season 2 then. I'll watch to render my own verdict, but if it doesn't have the same premise as season 1, then there's no point. Kevon, Malcolm, Travis, and Rob are friends. I think that's very apparent now to me. You can tell. Let's be honest here. Rob is good TV. Even shady ass Malcolm is good for TV. Travis is good for TV. So I'm not surprised. And they all have somewhat of decent personalities. More so Rob than anything. Because like I said, I can definitely see me chilling with Rob. When I come to Atlanta, honey, and James, I know if y'all are still together, honey, y'all need to show me. Well, then again, I used to live in Atlanta, so there's nothing you can really show me that I haven't already seen or that I could show myself. But cook me one of because you love to cook pasta and that little Texas toast girl on the side. I prefer real garlic bread with cheese. Hello, God, not that frozen shit. So, when you cook for me, hello, God, I need the real thing. Okay. Thank you. Bitch, I'm done. I'm tired. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get me some food, girl. I'm so hungry. So hungry. And I'm gonna take me a nap and then go to the go to the gym later. All of that good stuff. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for joining me for both of these lives that I've had. Again, happy Mother's Day to the good mothers out there, to the real mothers out there. Um, Happy Mother's Day to the fathers out there that are, because there are men out there that are doing the job of a mother too. Because, unfortunately, the mother can't be in the child's life. You feel me? So just shout out to everybody that's taking care of their fucking kids. Hello. Thank you for joining me again. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Amen. Um, and I'll see y'all next weekend. I might do some car conversations, some Gym Chronicle videos this week if I feel like a child. But girl, we're getting there, girl. I'm tired. But that's it for me, y'all. I do love y'all. And I really do appreciate you guys. Be blessed and never stressed. You know what I'm saying? Edit refused to film with him. Who refused to film with who? Mm. Well, I love y'all. Y'all take care, okay? And again, thank you. I really do appreciate you guys, for real. You've been riding out with me and putting up with my tardiness and my lateness and my postponements and all of that good stuff. And you guys still show up and show out like, no time has passed at all. So I really do appreciate it, y'all. Take care and have a great Sunday, guys.